Navarre Beach home buyers are getting a 10% discount off of list price right now. Nope, it's not a lie. It's not clickbait. It's really happening. Allow me to share with you some information so I can show you how this could possibly be. Hi, I'm Leah, your favorite Navarre realtor, and I have got your local Navarre market update right here. Now that it's October, we're looking back at the close of September 2025. Every month, I pull the numbers for Navarre and Navarre Beach separately, and I know that nobody else is doing it this way. Once you see the numbers, you'll see why I'm doing it this way. The market conditions out on Navarre Beach are vastly different from what we're seeing over here on this side of the bridge. Now, why would that be? $1 million beachfront homes that take a little longer to sell? Yeah, sure. Condos with insurance issues and rising condo dues? Okay, yeah. A second home market that just isn't buying right now? Yeah, probably. We have 10 months of inventory out on the beach, and that's an improvement. We had all of 10 homes sell during the month of September, so not that many. So all of this data is literally coming from just 10 homes. And with such a small data set, it's more important to look at trends over time than to look solely at what happened during the month of September. So let's keep that in mind. But 10's a good number for the beach. It's really not been much more than that very often. But here's where my headline comes in: 89% list to sold price ratio. Now, what that means is that of those 10 homes, and we're looking at the average now, the sold price was 89% of the original list price. So the sellers came down 11% to get to a selling price. That's the average of all 10 homes sold. One of those homes did sell in the first 30 days, and it sold at 100% of its list price. So congratulations to that seller. But by and large, over the past year, sellers are seeing 89 to 95% of their list price. So yes, home buyers on the beach got a 10% discount off the original list price on homes that closed last month. Median days on market is at 164, and that is up. We were under 100 January through April of this year, and then we broke 100, and we've just increased, and we just keep seeing that number go up. So homes out on the beach are really selling very slowly. Yes, it's true that luxury listings, expensive listings, have a smaller buyer pool, and so there's an expectation that they're going to take a little longer to sell, but we're crossing the line. 164 is a lot of days. In September, there were 13 listings that were either canceled or they expired, and that's the most that we've seen all year long, so another trend to watch out for. And like I said in the beginning, 10 months of inventory. When we have more than 6 months of inventory, we usually start to call it a buyer's market. So I think we're firmly there. Median sales price. I don't really like to talk about median sales price out on the beach because it jumps around so much. Like I said, we only had 10 homes sell. So if 2 or 3 of those were really high priced homes, or if 2 or 3 of those were really low priced homes, we're going to see that number just bounces up and down. If you want to see that number, here it is, $769,250. If you're wondering if you are losing equity or gaining equity, your situation is unique. Your home is individual. I can't make a blanket statement that's going to apply to everyone the same, to single family homes, to condos, to townhomes, to water views. So if you want to know where you stand with your equity, if you want to know if you're losing or gaining, the only way for me to tell you is to actually run an individualized report for your home and homes just like it. If you would like one of those, please contact me. I will leave my details in the description. Now, let's cross the bridge to the other side of the beach where things are different. We have a median sales price of $425,000, and that has remained fairly consistent all year long. Yes, we've seen it go up. Yes, we've seen it go down, but it always comes right back to that $425,000 mark. So not a lot of movement in the market, at least in the median sales price. Here on the mainland side of Navarre, we have 190 listings to choose from. 58 listings sold last month, and we are at 75 days on market. And we've been here for a couple months. We were doing a little bit better in spring, and then things slowed down a little bit, and probably we will continue to slow down as we go into the winter months. But here's where Navarre really differs from Navarre Beach. We are at 3.28 months of inventory. So almost a balanced market, on the cusp of a seller's market. Our list to sold price ratio is looking much better than out on the beach. We are on average 96% of list price. So buyers on this side are only getting a 4% discount off of list price. Really important to point out though, if you look at what is being sold in under 30 days, it is almost getting 100% of list price. And then as you go into 30 to 60 days, that percentage gets lower. And then beyond that, it gets even lower. So I know I say this every time, but homes that are priced right and well marketed do really well. Homes that aren't, they sit. So as a buyer, if you want to capitalize on that, go ahead and look at those homes that have been sitting a while because those sellers are going to have to negotiate. See if you can come to an agreement on price and get into a new home before Christmas. I know I say this all the time, but the penalty of overpricing is that you sit on the market, you don't sell very quickly, you lose money because buyers start to wonder what's wrong with your property and why isn't it selling. They know it's overpriced, they're not going to pay your price, and you end up getting lowball offers and having to come down even further than you ever would have if you had come out and launched correctly in the first place with a proper price. So, hear me now. Do not overprice your home. Overpricing does not leave you room to negotiate. It creates a situation where you have to negotiate from a point of weakness with zero leverage. So work with an agent who knows your market, work with an agent who will help you price it correctly, and who will help you compete with the other active listings in your price point. So whether you're buying, selling, investing, or just want to keep tabs in the market, real estate is my expertise. Contact me for your own custom report and a goal setting strategy session. I'm Leah, your favorite Navarre realtor, and I will see you in the next video.